All right, back at it again. Tell you, if you guys didn't see that last video with Randy, you got to check it out. You can ignore me, I didn't say anything important, but just look at those structures, especially halfway through the video. It's the one with the crib, whatever, the huts. All right, so I'm not trying to show you my motorcycle, but actually, you know what people would tell me? Like, a lot of people that watch me have motorcycles are like, let me see your bike. So there's the bike, okay? Triumph Tiger XC 1200. That's my baby. So I'm standing here filming for a second because I wanted to explain where I was. This is the furthest I've been in a long time. I am so far out on this dirt road. In fact, no one's been up this dirt road yet this year. There's, just as I had to turn around, just as you get around this corner, it's all snow. You can see a little bit right there. But just another half mile or so, the whole road is almost covered. And you can see that only, I think, one car came up here. And I was kind of like going out of the snow. So anyway, this is an amazing place. It's very hard here to find, when I say here, I mean in Colorado, to find, you know, a road like this that goes through, that comes so far out into the middle of nowhere. I don't even know why I choose. I'm wondering where that goes. I don't even know. I'm used to another dirt road that I take there. I kind of want to film this waterfall for you. So as I'm going, I'm looking in these woods, and I'm split. I mean, first of all, I already knew, because this is their type of forest up here. They're rare. They're hard to find. It's the really green forest. Green weeds, really dense, thick forest. It's very unusual because a lot of Colorado's dry. I'm in Eagle County. You can Google Eagle. It's like a desert. It's all sagebrush and dried and dust. So to find these, you find this in Colorado, you'll find Sasquatch. All right, so I see that from my bike. I saw a bunch of other stuff too coming up, but there's a huge symmetrical X to my right that way somewhere, which I'll probably find when I get in here. I got to figure out a way to get up this wall. I'm also seeing this. So when I saw that, I saw this, you know, steep hill. I knew I was in the right spot. Really dry, right before the snow line. Let's see if we can't just come up here. Bear with me. If not, it'll be funny. All right. Oh yeah, this is really good in here. You can see there's logs cut, you know, because what happens is these trees, I think they push them across the road. It happens too much. I'm sure there's situations, because it's open, where they don't, you know, they just fall, but I think they do. And as you can see here, there's a huge compile of where trees have been cut and brought back from the road. And it's just right here. Seems like they continuously push a tree around here across the road. Uphill, here we go. Just to give you guys an idea how high up I am. I'm almost parallel with that, and which shows you no towns, you guys, above tree line. Okay, I want to say I'm at 12.5 right now, something like that. 12. That top of that's probably 13 where the snow is. And I noticed right here, just up the street, there's 3 feet of snow. So I'm literally, it doesn't look like it here, but I'm literally at the snow line. So my guess is up and above as well. I'm just kind of rolling film here. I don't know what to expect. This is brand new to me. Looks like some kind of I can see all the trampling and some kind of a hangout here. Number 1 perch. Great, that means I gotta go 5 miles straight up the mountain, which I'm doing. I'm not leaving today without a good video for you guys. It's just not happening. This is a tough call here. You know, I'm seeing it. You got the parallel log, you got the, but, whoa. There's something behind me. It could be an animal, I don't know. But I heard distinct movement. Quick movement. Teepees. Leaners here. So there's definitely a little something going on here at the beginning. See, here I wouldn't feel like, because I'm so far out, You wouldn't even believe the ride even on the bike to get here. Oh, look at that A. There's an A there. I wouldn't think they would care here. There's no way anyone comes off that road. No one even comes up that road. Hardly ever, even in the summer. I mean, I barely know about it. Yeah, there's something going on here. See this stuff behind? I don't know what it is. You know, there's like a box here. See that? What gets me right here is that leaner. It looks like a tree, but it's going straight up in the air. And it was just put there. But nothing blatant, you know, like it's pretty discreetish down here. And you'll notice, look, I mean, come on, you guys, this hill is really steep. I mean, it's really steep. This giant tree is pushed uphill right into the middle of this. So I'm not buying it natural wise. And then behind this is all really dug out trail walking away from it. We got leaners there. Just kind of taking you along for the investigation. This is new to me. I'm not seeing anything crazy here, which doesn't mean anything too much, but it does mean, like, do I really want to walk? Oh, maybe, look. Okay, there's an inside here too. No doubt about it right here. And why? Look. There's an X right there. And a blatant hangout here, all squared and boxed off. Well, that's pretty good there. Darn it. I'm trying to talk myself out of walking up this hill, because I know I have to go up that way for it to get really good. This is really good. So what I'm seeing are perches, like, you know, there's one right there, and there just happens to be one right here. Pretty coincidental, if you ask me. I got a parallel going across, sort of like an X. Interesting. All right, let me figure out what I'm gonna do here. Okay, I'm just a little higher now. I was down there. I filmed those two wallow type things. I get to another one. It's really hard to see with the camera, but you can just see. You know, you can see they're working that, and the ground is all disturbed. I'm thinking there must be quite a few here, because to have 3 wallows like that right next to each other at the same level, that's kind of unusual. I do see them at the same level spaced, but those are like bunched up. I don't know what that means. There's something going on here. Nothing too exciting yet, but really interesting. I mean, this is cool to be in here. You know, it's really neat when you find these places where you just know aren't accessed by people. It's too vast out here, you know. I did pass these campers a few miles back on the main dirt road. This is like a little tributary dirt road off another dirt road. And I was looking at the woods behind them, and I'm like, those people, there's no way they're not getting, like, you know, if you totally don't know about Bigfoot, you might not get action, but I truly believe the more they're aware, like if they know you know, you're in. If you're just some random camper camped in the middle of Bigfoot, you might not get any action. It's hard to say. I think a lot of people have, but oh yeah, as we get higher, this is where I have to be very careful. I do not know where I am, and it's extremely difficult to get back to where I parked. So yeah, the road kind of parallels here, but the road's turned. So let's say you swear you're walking down to the road and it turned off back here like that, you could keep walking, miss your road. Must have seen some really flat trails, not gamey. Like, you know, you can tell they're Bigfoot because it almost looks like a person's trail. And then I got really something going on here. I've heard a huge crashing noise back here. Not a tree falling, but like, it was, I shouldn't even say it like that. It was more of a Oh, there's more of that. Did you hear that? Oh, I can't even tell where that came from. I think that's on camera. Look, pitchfork. I think they're right here. Look at that pitchfork. It's so blatant. Man, we see that so much, especially lately. Really been noticing that. Well, we'll see it double-ended. Did you hear that smashing? There's like X's all over the place. Cool, and you guys, I'm just like, this is like number 2. I'm like, 100 yards above the other ones. This looks like a big area to me. Look at the X's in there. Look at your 2 leaners right there. I mean, you guys, sometimes those are more blatant or more obvious than anything. I mean, that's so obvious to me. It's so blatant, those 2 leaners. They do it over and over and over. Look at that, makes a huge X at the top. Interesting. Oh yeah, look at that X there, I missed it completely. Look at that thing. You can tell all the deadfall is manipulated. Okay, I've heard 2 large crashes really close. It was bizarre because you couldn't tell where it was coming from. It was like right here, but I couldn't have gave you direction if I tried. That one seemed to like happen like right on top of me. The other one was definitely above me. Oh man, I gotta be careful in here, getting lost. Oh yeah, they got X's everywhere through here. What's that? It's really windy today. They're supposed to have gusts up to 50 miles an hour. I almost hesitated on the motorcycle because it gets pretty ridiculous. I have to drive about 35 minutes on the highway just to get to a town that has this dirt road that I wanted to get on. Look at that. Cool. So this is just picking a spot, you guys. This is, I kind of am familiar with the roads around here, but not the forests. And out of all the places I could think of, I still can't access till June 21st, Holy Cross or Bigfoot Universe. So soon, you guys. That's going to be really exciting. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys for the past 6 months how exciting this is going to be and then show you guys crap. I already know. I don't know how, but I already know it's going to be that good. It's going to be so good. I have lots of impressions here. Especially when I first came in, I noticed some. That's a really good X there. Really good X. Uphill, keep in mind. The problem with these low elevations, is that I feel like their main hangouts are always up. Ooh, that's pretty. And you pay the price. There's nothing easy about these. There's no roads that drive up to the top and I can just walk right in. Oh yeah, look at all these hangouts here. Look at that. Just keeps going straight uphill. As you can see, underneath it there's no growth. And it's all clean. Look how nice and clean that is. You guys, look over here. This is, well, I'm in another one right here, but, there should be that. That stuff grows no matter what. It's a weed. This is weeds. It doesn't need, it gets plenty of sun and plenty of water coming down the mountain. If there's no weeds there, something spends time in here. A parallel coming across. trail. Cool. These trails have a lot. Lex. Ooh, it's a plateau right there. I'll be so happy if it does. You know, a little hangout right here. Looks like I can kind of walk a little better up there. That would be a big relief. Because from here, it looks like it just goes straight up forever. Another X. So basically, that whole area right there, nothing incredibly beautiful, but it's surrounded by X's. Pretty cool. I love one right there. More deadfall that looks like it's been, look how lined up it is. No bark, perfectly straight poles. Let's see if there's any stumps on these guys. Oh, I think it's gonna get good up there. I really do. You guys, this stuff's not easy. I'm telling you, I'll tell you. I've been seeing, no one's ever accused me of wanting to do that, like make money. I think people are pretty behind me on this, and I appreciate all you guys, especially the Patreon people. It's not up to a lot of money, you guys, but it's a help, and I appreciate those people for not, for actually doing that. This is hard, okay? It takes this day, and this isn't even one of my crazy days. This day will be a 14, 15, 16-hour day for me. By the time I drive out here, who knows what's behind me? I mean, I don't know what. Look at that. Just happened to be behind me. So then I'll get home, most likely do the videos, start editing. I have to rewatch everything to make sure I didn't say anything too stupid. I have to listen to myself, which is once in a while I don't mind. Other times it's like, shut up. This is hard, you guys. This is harder than probably most of the jobs that any of you do. It's a little bit of a catch because it is, once you're in here, once you're getting what you get, once you're filming Bigfoots, once you're seeing these things, yeah, it's a tremendous payday. Just visually, it's very rewarding in a sense. But let me tell you, there's nothing easy about it. So I just had to say that. This is a job. Like when I woke up this morning, I'm like, oh man, I gotta find a place to climb all the way up. Oh yeah, look. I mean, you guys, it's so obvious. It's leveling out here and it's starting to look beautiful. I see amazing X. Right below we have this perches. Really unapproachable. It's so steep. And then look, I get here. More X's. Man, there's no wind up here at all. It's bizarre. I got bends. Wow. See, this is what I was thinking about this place. I didn't get my normal vibes. I didn't get I get these yeses from them. That's all I get. This was all on my own. Just doing my homework. And it's starting to pay off. I got to keep the camera rolling here. You see that? Look, I know I say that a lot, but here, let's get rid of this stick. This is really good. They're active in here. I got trails everywhere. Giant noises when I first came in. I can't imagine they'd be that nervous about interaction here because look at this. So I got this one's broken parallel. It has a V on the end. It's locked in, and then there's a giant. This one, it's resting. This is resting on it and making a giant X at the top. Awesome. Oh man, I don't know how I do it. I really don't. There was a lot of thought put into today, this morning before I left. Look at that. Another V. I've been kind of on a hunt for the new stuff, you know, like this is great, right? It's different. Everything looks, you know, looks different than anything I've ever seen actually. The way they have it set up, their own unique. There must be a lot of them in here. But I've been kind of getting hooked on finding these like amazing, unique, you know, so like in other words to me, that's, you know, that's awesome. Let me get my pole down there. But it's not unique. You know, I see this all the time. You know, I love this, but love this, love that. Look at that. But I know some of you know what I'm talking about. That crazy structure. The video is pretty much just up for Patreon. I did put it on Dave Hingel's site, but it was just for Patreon people mostly. But it was such a unique structure, I kind of wanted to show my Patreon people first. There's going to be tons of Patreon stuff coming, you guys. By the way, you guys, whoever hasn't signed up, if you can, like I said, even if it's just $1 a month, shouldn't affect anybody. What we can, this isn't just so I have a summer off. This is so, I'm telling you guys, I will get further than anybody ever has. Don't listen to some of these guys that write these books and make stuff up. I mean, please don't buy into it. It's not real, okay? This is real. This is Sasquatch. And if I can spend endless amounts of time out here, that's what it takes. I've said this again and again. Weekend warriors don't cut it, okay? I love you guys. I mean, I am you guys, until recently. And most of us don't have a choice because we have jobs, you know, or families, but the weekend warrior, look at the X's surrounding the spot. It's simply amazing. All right, let me sit down and listen for a minute. This is like Wallow City in here. Okay, everything is surrounded by X's. It's a little ridiculous almost. How many? Look at that spot. So we can get closer. I was gonna say your mother when I just fell, but then everyone would be like, who, mine? Do you see how blatant that is? Look at the rest of the forest. Green, green. As soon as you hit the log, that's a spot. That's someone's spot. He's like, this is my spot. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to figure out what to do here because do I keep pushing in? It's such a vast wilderness back here. I don't even know what to do. I can't even use my Sasquatch skills right now because it just doesn't end in here. Look at that. I mean, really look at that. Pine tree up, bends through it all. More or less an X with a bend in it. All this deadfall pulled uphill with the stumps backwards altogether. Because again, more perches and wallows. Which tells me, most likely this is not a, you know, a real long-term hangout. It's done to watch their hill. It seems like they do it. Like they could, I mean, I'm going to exaggerate big time here, but they could be here for 1,000 years. And over 1,000 years, not one person walked up that hill like I just did. Yet they will still sit there and watch that hill just in case. That's the impression I get. It's just too over and over. don't even think it's an opinion. I think it's a fact on that one. They just always hide. They always cover, conceal, no matter what's going on. All right, pushing up. I'm telling you, I just thought about it. Like, if it wasn't for YouTube, ooh, what's that? Kind of strange that it's inside. Look at that. Oh, I see. It's that whole tree there. X. Really funky X. See how black it is? I forgot what I was about to say. I'll start over. Oh. Yeah, I was like, let me turn the camera off and I'll figure out. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't want to go up there anymore. You know, so I realized my drive, oh my goodness. Look at that X behind. And then see, what I really turned the camera on for is right there. I want to show you guys over there. My driving forces, you guys. YouTube. Like, if I wasn't trying to impress you guys today and put up a really cool video, I would have turned around, got my bike, and that would have been that. But I got this extra drive with Sasquatch, and I believe it's all going to pay off one day. Especially in the next couple months. You see the unusual amounts of deadfall. That's them. Okay, again, another type of a hangout. All kinds of leaners and just like X's. And I tell you, that even in here, where I swear I don't think a person's ever been. I'm almost sure of it, you guys. It's too vast up here. Has someone somewhere up here been in the woods? Yeah, but it could have happened 1,000 times. It would never be right here. And I don't even think much off trail. People in Colorado are so scared to go off trail. I'm not talking about people like me. I'm talking about like your average people that are out for the day with their dog. Simply don't go off trail. Especially with the dog, typically, because they're afraid the dog's going to get eaten by a mountain lion or something. So people stay on trail. There's a very select few of us that are actually deep into the forest. I've heard about hermits and stuff, like, or whatever, squatters, people that live up in the woods. Apparently we have quite a few in Colorado. I've never run into anything like that I know of. This place is all hangouts. It's bizarre. Where's all my master structures? You know, you could build a Sasquatch hotel here that no one would see it. So why are they being so careful here? It's getting flat and goes over, which is kind of cool. So I can push back. I'm kind of staying on my line here because I've come more or less straight up. I might be 100 yards either way, but got to be really careful here. I have no cell phone. If I hurt myself here, that is it. There's not one person in the world that knows where I am. I did this on a whim. Nobody. I mean, I'm not even trying to like make stories up. Like, if I get hurt here, even a twisted ankle, it's most likely over for me, because look, these are all their hangouts in here. Look at this really carefully. Oops. When I do that, it's my pole slipping. I apologize. I know it's hard to look at. I know something's near me because I think I got one on camera. These two tremendous, like, loud noises It's the only way I can explain them, really. I have a feeling there's a lot of them over here up top. We should find, you know, something a little better than these giant wallows. God, that scared the crap out of me. You can see it's X'd off. It looks to me, I mean, it really looks to me like there is a lot of them here. Look at this. Look how that is. Just all boxes. And they're all, there's no weeds. Everything's dead. Look at this giant wide trail through here. There's got to be something up here somewhere. I'm really starting to feel that wind now that I'm at the top of the mountain. Should make going home fun. So now I gotta be careful, I'm starting to walk right. Oh yeah. So glad I rolled the camera. Just so you guys can see, you know, I'm finding this as I'm filming. Just bear with the wind for a second. The other thing is too, do have to be very careful when it's this windy. We have these 50-mile-an-hour gusts, and that kind of stuff will, you know, knock over trees and break stuff. It's not that, it's pretty rare though, because I mean, look, I'm standing here, 50-mile-an-hour winds. If it did it that frequently, you know, half a mile away, I would have heard a tree fall, I would have heard something, and, you know, nothing's falling. But you do have to be careful. Look at this. See, I see this too much. That's a rock that has been there for probably, looks like maybe since last summer. But something put that there. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I was watching one of Rio's videos. I haven't had a chance to really see his videos lately. Noticed when he was out with Barbara and Mandy that they found a hut, and in the hut were these lined rocks, and they love rocks. And I have the same thing recently where I found a line of rocks, and now I'm getting to a really big walled off area. Really big, you guys. There's no doubt that this could be a good thing here. Look at the size of those X's. Just a tree. I tell you, when that happens right next to you, it can scare you to death. I'm a little jittery today. I don't know why. Like Bigfoot jittery. I don't know what it is. I don't get that calm that I usually get, because I'm not really supposed to be here. I don't think. This isn't one of the places they want me to go, which is kind of what I'm looking for. As you can see, snow. Look at that. So basically, there's an X there, X there, X there, X there, right in front of an old, what I call totem pole. And it's actually starting to get flat back here. Let's look for signs. I'm guessing, I'm not expecting even to see a squirrel in there, because nothing really likes to walk through the snow. But if you saw that video with Rio's dogs, and he was looking at those dead cows in that barn, that is bizarre. I was with him completely on that, like, what the heck? Who just leaves full-size cows dead in their barn like that? And then, but in front, the dogs were going crazy in the snow. That was cool. There's some more. As you can see, I mean, it's all just wilded off. Really, like, really Bigfooty in here. That's my new word, Bigfooty. I don't like squatchy. it doesn't matter how insane the structures are, or, you just get, and that goes for everybody. A lot of people that follow me do their own stuff, like you guys have your own Bigfoots. Some are in situations that are incredible. You simply just don't share them, on YouTube or whatever, but it's, you got some really good stuff happening. Hold on, I was going to say something, but I saw something else. Hey, look at this thing. I mean, that's pretty amazing right there. All right, I'm pushing back. Oh, I have another structure that I can see. Okay, let me get in there and look around. All right, I'm starting to really push back into this. I'm getting really to the top of this peak. I have no idea how wooded this stays, but if it could be for 15, 20 miles that way. There's nothing that way, which is really interesting to me. It means I could walk through here forever, but I tell you, every step I take in here is one step further from never coming back. That's the other thing, guys. You never know. I mean, I feel like these Sasquatch I deal with are very nice, but what if one just takes me? I'm done. They don't even know where I am. Eventually someone will find my bike, but I'm thinking it would be weeks before anyone really noticed something weird. Look at in here. Look at this. Oh, wow. You guys, look. This is what I'm talking about. I was standing back there, it's just wallows, and you wouldn't think they would care. And bam, I walked right out of it. Look. All their hangouts. I came to this dark little walkway into this huge opening of Sasquatch. Oh my God, do I got the chills. I got the chills just from seeing this. Again, rocks, just random rocks in there. There could be some good timestamps here. Okay, so look at this. This is the kind of stuff I'm looking for. I love this. I want unique, even on a smaller scale sometimes it's a little bit more obvious. You can just see what's going on. I got X's here. Look, see how the forest changed? It's completely open in here. It's a newer forest. That's where they do these incredible structures. Oh my goodness. I was just gonna turn around before I got here, and then I saw that footprint, and the footprint was pointing right here. Here's where they hang out. Anybody home? I love your structures, you guys. They're awesome. Can you show me some more? Look at how this just changes. Look at the path. It's soft. I can feel underneath my feet every time squishing. Oh yeah. Oh man. This is too good. This is too good in here. Top of the mountain. I'm telling you, I'm the first person. It's got to be exciting for them. They must know I'm here. I heard these loud signal noises or wherever they were. It's not always going to be a tree knock. This place might smash something, or, that's their sign. I think the tree knock's the universal, send a signal. But here, it could be different, Looking in here, this is the most unique area I've ever seen. It's just unique. Yeah, I've seen more, mind-blowing things, but this is really cool in here. I might just sit up here for an hour. So you got X there. X there, X there, X there. You can see them. Oh, this is really, really good in here. I'm whispering because I don't want to miss a thing. I'll tell you, I didn't think I was going to see this. It started looking monotonous, the same thing over and over. Hunting, not hunting, but more like hangouts. Look at that. That was just bent there so long ago. That one just leaning there, but that one got bent in there. Oh man, how exciting. lots of more snow. It's pretty clear that they, when it's like this, they're avoiding patches of snow the most they can. That one, I was really analyzing that step, and it looked like he kind of had to go over something, and that was the last. Maybe it was at night or something. That was his last little thing. Look at this. X behind it. Snow, but nothing. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I heard that. I heard something to my left this way. It sounded like a... It sounded like a little girl. I'm not kidding. I'm going right to it. And it was kind of far away. The camera might not have got it. And it could have been a tree in the distance. But it sounded like a little girl going, like, yelling or something. I'm going right at it. I'm just gonna roll camera today. This is something different. I usually don't, I'll take you on the walk, but I kind of will cut out the in-betweens. But since this is new for me, sometimes you get the best action that way. And I just want to roll the camera just in case something happens. All right, so we had that little section back there that got really, really interesting. And then again, it seems like I'm back to these. Look at that. Look at this log. Yeah, it's old. But look where you cross on it. I see it all the time in the Bigfoot places. It's just been walked on so many times. All right, let me push back. I said over and out. No sooner did I walk, literally right back there. No sooner did I walk upon this, I had to film this. This is amazing. Now keep in mind, this mess is in front of all that, when I first walked into that, that like almost structure like type stuff, not wallows. And it seems not to change. I should be walking down way over there. I'm hoping this will be okay and I can hit the road and walk up. But this whole section is like this. It's weird. And you can clearly walk underneath it. There's an X right there, parallel to the ground, which is kind of cool. Wow. It's so hidden in here. A-frame. More X's. Besides two loud noises, I haven't heard anything Sasquatch related that I'm aware of. I would have, unless I'm almost sure I got a footprint if I put that in there. And aside from that and those noises, I don't, I'm not getting much here. I don't feel like they're like crazy active here yet. Like I said, the 2 big months up here, especially this is high elevation, or this is the highest I've been yet this year. Doesn't really seem to really get crazy until around July and August. But something's here. There's no doubt about it. I know what I saw as a footprint. I have to look at it on the video. And it looked like it had happened. Here's the thing, off camera, I was like, can you guys give me a footprint in the snow? Can you guys just make a noise for me? And then 5 minutes later I find that. Now it could be a coincidence, or he could have just literally left that for me. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna look at it. If it looks stupid, I'm not putting it up. If I can see toes on the video and stuff, I'll put it up. Where's the toes? It's like, I don't know. I try, you guys. You can see how hard it is here. You don't make footprints. It's soft. It actually absorbs. And this is, you can just see all the places they sit here. Another really cool structure through there. Now, it's no wonder it's here, because if you go down here, that's why I didn't walk up this way. I walked in that way a few hundred yards because it's just too steep. Like, you're guaranteed nobody's coming up there. Just got a couple pictures. You know what I mean? Look. It's so late. That looks really cool. It looks to me like if I just kept going left on this mark here, it's pretty good all the way. Seems to be like the spot. Another trail leading away from this. You know, and then of course X is on the ground. Bends right there. Let's see if there's the X in the bend in the picture. By the way, you guys, someone asked me yesterday if they could use one of my pictures and or like repost it. Absolutely. I don't watermark anything. I think most people know whose it is. The people that are sharing it, I have seen it once where a guy was claiming everyone else's work. The worst part about it was he seemed like a good guy, and he was going out. I'm not going to mention any names. I was actually going to have him up here, going out apparently all the time, but I think he was just posting pictures saying he was going out, and he wasn't. And he was taking pictures from movies. He took a unique structure that I have. I recognized it immediately as my own, but like did the coloring different, stuff like that to try to steal it. You know, then I was pissed. Like, you know, don't claim it as your own. I mean, yeah, share it. And I think 99.9% of the people just do that. That's all. They're like, hey, look at this. No one cares. The credit's no big deal, guys. No one cares. Like, yeah, I get Mark, great job. You know, that's it. It's not, nothing else happens from it. I don't get rich. I don't. Nothing's gonna happen. But I will film you some Bigfoots this summer. Look at this trail that I'm on. In the middle of the forest. If I could show you guys where I am, like if I could just zoom out like into space, you'd see how far away I am from everything. All right. Over and out. All right, again. Still descending. I know I said bye twice. I do that a lot. This place is unique. It's this one. Well, I don't know how far it goes to the right, but I know over there it starts to change because I came up that way. This one area straight up the hill. The trails that go through here, you guys. I've seen Bigfoot trails before, but this is ridiculous. I mean, they're everywhere. They walk all through here. There must be so many of them up here, and it's no surprise. Vast, like unexplored wilderness back there. You know, I need days. I need like expedition team. You know what I mean? That's what I need. Look, I'm not the smarts here, you guys. I'm smart when it comes to these guys. Give me a team. Make someone else the boss. Just bring them with me. Let me bring these guys out here. You know, give me 5 days deep into the forest, and I'll show you HD. You know, Sasquatch. I'll show you, you know, amazing things happening at night. Sorry, I'm looking through the bushes there. What is that? I'll show you stuff that I think no one's really ever seen before, and that's what it takes here. No one's ever done that before on the search for Bigfoot, so it could be really exciting. Do I want to do that? No. But I think it has to be done. You know, I just think that's what it has to be done. You know, I'm using this place as an example, but we just need to go that way for a few days. Literally, just for 2 days straight, walk, film structures, look at stuff, get way back end, camp. You know, and that's when the tents are dragging through the woods, stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if you can see in here though, but it's an amazing, vast network of trails through here. And I am up here. Look at this. I'll just take a right on one of them. We got an X there. And there's these beautiful trails all over the place, and you can see their work in between it. You know, you can see where they lay the stick. Not that deadfall. They'll just, you know, they'll put a random stick like that behind an X. You know, these are all their trails in here. This has got to be a huge community. I mean, it's got to be huge. Because I have not even touched on this yet. I don't even know if I'll be able to come back here again because I have so many other places to go. No time. I'll come up here tomorrow. I gotta get way in there. And you get here at like 7 in the morning and get out of here at 7 at night. But if something happens, you know, way in there, you know, 12 hours in, what are you gonna do? You got no cell reception. You just sit there until you know, until it's your time, I guess. I don't want to go out like that. I'd much rather have a Bigfoot just come up and rip my head off. I'm all for that, but not slowly dying with a broken leg in the middle of the woods. I wonder if they'd help me. Like you wake up and your leg's in a cast and stuff. Man, I have no idea where I am. I really don't. I don't know what's going on here. I can see down there, it just drops right there. It just goes straight down. All right, over now and again. Hopefully this is the last time. I gotta get down there somehow. All right, yet again. I stopped here and turned the camera on because I see skeletons and stuff, and I just want to walk over there with the camera on. And I find it pretty amazing that it looks like most of it's there. This could be a mountain lion kill, but this could very well be some sort of a... Man, I swear I keep getting the visuals up these hallways, like weird, like movements and stuff, and it's really windy, it's hard to tell, but I feel like something's behind me. What do we got going here? It's old. It's big, whatever it was. Spine, we got a head here. Looks like the majority of... Here's what I find unusual about this, because usually when you find a kill like this in the forest, it's scattered. Like you just see like the one part because, you know, scavengers take it and run off. And you know, so no one messes with them. And it looks like there's an elk, right? Pretty good size one too. And it's been there for a while, as you can tell. It's been, looks like, if I had to guess, multiple years there for sure. But I'll tell you, it is right on a Sasquatch perch. I'm gonna go ahead and say they might not have done that because I'm pretty convinced Sasquatch eat other things. I do believe they have pets and maybe some other creatures that are with them that do eat meat. But I think that they're extremely careful, at least in my areas. You know, they're not gonna make bone piles. They're not gonna leave evidence. You know, occasionally, yeah, but almost sure, based on all the places I've been, that they clean up the poop, they clean up anything they eat. Besides the pine nuts, I'm pretty sure there's something to do with, I heard Rito talking about that too, and I agree wholeheartedly. There's something up with the pine cones that I find incredible areas of pine cones that are just scattered all over without squirrels above. So, you know, there's stuff like that, guys. It's outside our realm. You know, don't use your common sense. They're not human beings. Do they have to eat and breathe and drink water? Most likely. But I think it's completely different than what we think. There's no water sources on this hill at all. Right now, yeah, there's some snow, but there's no streams, no ponds, no nothing. You know, probably something somewhere, but certainly nothing easy. And they're all over the hill. They don't need to be close to water sources, guys. I want to emphasize it enough. That is the most made-up thing in Bigfoot. Water source, location. That's like, who is making these lists? You do not need to worry about water sources, okay? I promise you that they get their water somehow. You don't worry about whether there's a stream or something nearby. That's all I'm trying to tell you. That is not how you find Bigfoot. Now, it couldn't hurt either, but I'm saying don't use that as one of your guidelines for scouting a new location, because it's meaningless. I would go for more of this. Dense forest, cover, green on the ground, not dry, you want it green. And boom, you're gonna find them. Worry about where a water source is, you actually may not find them. You maybe, you know, missing spots that you would have, oh good, I'm coming the right way. I believe I came right through there. So just trust me on this one, you guys, okay? Water source is not important. They get their water somehow. Maybe they're like camels, they don't have to drink water as often as you think. But I see them on the sides of these hills and the plateaus of these hills. Look at this freaking trail. You know, way more than I do around any kind of water. Okay. Now I do have places with great water sources as well. But like here, you just don't have to worry about it. That's one thing I can promise you. Don't worry about water, okay? All right, trying to get down. Hopefully next time I turn this on, it's not here and it's at the waterfall.